Hi everyone, it's Claire here for talking about the Supermoon in Capricorn, which is tonight in the UK. I've got three people who have commented recently on this. So one is Laureate Triolite, who's my teacher in America, and she's done a lovely summary I've shared on my Facebook group, but I'll just summarise some of it here. So this is the full supermoon buck moon in Capricorn, and it's today the 13th of July, and it means really about more easing communications but keeping perspective in mind. So even though you might be voicing things, just keep your perspective on it. We may feel emotional, and we might not be looking at the big picture, so bear that in mind. And also, Capricorn's very linked to discipline, long-term goals, organisation, investing money. So those things might really come through and be a focus for people. So it's about creating a progress, communal focus shift. And the economy may shift, and for the better. There is more going to happen, but hopefully in the next 6 months it should improve. Spiritual evolution and progress kind of is ongoing, but it's really beginning to speed up and unfold. And we're sort of really going through a path of spiritual empowerment, redirecting to the inner realms now. There's deep, strong roots to ground us and anchor progress to manifest fully in the physical. So keeping grounded, Laura's talking about. And then I'm on to Tanya Gabrielle, also an American lady. She talked about the date. She's very into numerology. And the Capricorn full moon is a double digit code because it's the 13th of July. And 13th of 2022, if you like, is really powerful. So basically, she did explain it as being seven, which July, yeah, 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 equals 13. And it's the 13th. So apparently that's super powerful code for today. I certainly felt this. I felt a bit of a build up. You might have done so too. Felt some emotions come in. I was just dealing with something I couldn't cope with on the internet. I just went into overload mode, and I wouldn't normally do that, although it does happen a bit. So sun and moon is at 21 degrees, 21 minutes, I think, as well. And 21 aligns with truth and joy. And Pluto and the sun are empowering. And there's the conjunction, which is tension. But Mercury and the sun, it's speaking, communicating well, just the same as what Laurie was saying. And the trine moon to the Uranus about breaking through. So also empathy, therapy, and Reiki kind of under the spotlight. Very good to do those things, have therapies and things. Now, Thursday the 14th, Venus is squaring Neptune, and that's a big connection with spirituality. So Neptune's one of the really positive planets, and Venus is too. So there's beauty there. There's energy that's higher level. Also, though, discipline because of Capricorn. So think really what inspires you and get on with that. And then Sunday the 17th, she mentions Sun, Neptune, Pisces, about compassion, magical, and service for others. And then I'm on to Braca Goldsmith, a British astrologer. She mentions the sun in Cancer and Mercury as well, and the moon in Capricorn, obviously emotional. So Capricorn's one of the water signs, very emotional, and Capricorn balances with the practicality, and so it's about balancing our emotions and getting the discipline to deal with it. So finding our center, stay grounded, don't be pulled too high or too low, like the tides, if you like. So, and emotions will come up, but pull back with the Capricorn sensible energy, kind of ride through it. And go into nature. She suggests use water, shower, cool down. Extreme energies are bubbling over at the moment. So she talks about being nourished well with food, and intuition can heighten. And but the planet Uranus encourages us apparently to be practical. So use that sensitivity positively, and kind, caring Cancer versus the discipline of Capricorn. It will pay off. So it's kind of a sort of useful conjunction or coming together. And Cancer in the Sun is also very creative. And my dear sister has just created an amazing water feature. And she's so modest about it. But I thought, wow, that's so clever. She's done it herself. So, and she's a Cancer, by the way. So, just an example. But obviously, I think she didn't realise, but that's that really creative energy coming. So, we can channel it really well. And Braca herself had created some gorgeous cards. I can't remember the theme, but I think it was to do with the Pleiadians, which she links with another race. So it was interesting. And then we're on to a rather amazing and totally sort of almost academic, beyond comprehension, Pam Gregory, who's British astrologer. Now, she talks again about the Mars Aries energy, the street fighter Aries, and this mid-July peaking energy conjunct. It was conjunct 27th of June, squaring Pluto, Capricorn, Aries, which is Mars, Aries, the individual who defends individualism, versus Capricorn, she sees as the government, which is discipline, hard work, and so on. Well, I don't know about that, but basically Mars gives it the extra kick. So you can see definitely in Britain all sorts of things going on all over the place as well. I think it's Sri Lanka, there's been an outright kind of revolution. People have invaded the palace, and you see people all overrunning there. The president's left, I think. So it's about state versus individual. Some of the signs might really feel this as well. So she mentioned Cancer. We already know about Aries. Libra, Capricorn may all feel more of this energy come in. It might really kind of revolutionize them. It might really focus the energy for them, and they might really feel like doing things differently or doing what really serves them. And just look out for that if you're that sign. I had read somewhere else Scorpio, which is my sign, but Pam didn't mention Scorpio. 12th of July, obviously that was yesterday, she talked about this natal Pluto, USA independence, kind of the anniversary conjunction. And there are 3 similar things all in this year to do with astrology. And it's called Pluto Return. She's done some videos about that. But it's about being in focus in the USA, on their values, economy, banking, income, status, politics, and constitution. Values, particularly redefining them, and almost a spiritual revolution. We've seen some of this recently. Last time I was talking about the abortion law change, and etc. And even, it was fascinating, she talked about even geographically. So Texas may possibly be talking about breaking off from the Constitution. Oh, my goodness, whatever next? So you can see the need to keep grounded. And then she talked about today, it's the closest supermoon, the Buck moon. Buck is kind of Native American system where they look at nature in conjunction with the moon, and it's very much linked in with the buck deers, to do with, I think, the male ones when something happens with the horns and something or other. So specifically around this time. And the chart, I found it fascinating. She was looking at it, but one thing she didn't see was that the actual chart pictured was a pentagram, which is a very ancient protective symbol. I'm wearing it actually out of all my things here. And it was very interesting. So it was slightly out of shape, but it was there. Pluto conjunct with the moon, hard feelings of emotions, and it can be power of the people or power over the people, but very much a rebellious energy. And she thinks as well, we're talking about tectonic plates active, extreme weather, earthquake, earth events. She saw quite a lot to do with that. And then she mentioned the creativity as well, Neptune, Pisces, Gemini, Venus, writing and spiritually sort of writing. Neptune can also, though, be slippery words. You mentioned water slippery. So sometimes trickery in words. And then Sun and Ceres, the goddess of harvest grain in the Cancer sign. So about feeding and nurturing with Cancer, but the harvest. And she thinks that kind of to do with spiritual impetus on eating better and the food. And she talked about Dr. Emoto, the amazing Japanese guy who had established when he froze water into crystals, and he spoke to it in different ways. When he spoke with love, and he mentioned the word love, and in a loving way, then the water crystals looked absolutely stunningly beautiful. But when he didn't use nice words and almost horrible words or horrible harsh music, because he also used nice music, nice placid music and harsh music, they didn't look nice at all, the patterns. And if you then transfer that to being humans are very much made up of water, as it's 70% plus, I forget now. We used to use it when I was teaching kids yoga, we used it as an example for them. But if you think about that, feeding and nourishing ourselves and talking nicely to ourselves is really, really important. So she talked about also goddess of fertility. I think she mentioned Hawaii, with regeneration of the land and new earth as well. And then Mars tracking to the North Node by the 31st of July, so a bit more sort of forward information. And she meant to mention about exact with Uranus, Taurus, triple conjunction, and this being very specific, eruptive, rebellious, revolutionary, more of it. And it's kind of a foresight towards October, because you've got something very similar happening then, but probably even more so. About debates, about energy, and she talked about Mars and Uranus, and also this supermoon. So with Uranus and Mars, so they're very active, and well, Mars warlike, and Uranus, I think, wants quick action. I think she did explain it somewhere else there. Oh, Taurus is a fixed earth sign, and Uranus wants speed and change. So there's a hard mix going on, the fixed versus speed and change. And it kind of may rattle people if they have very fixed views at the moment. So really watch out for that. Just go with the flow. Some people have fixed signs as well, some don't. So that might also be part of it. And also, very interestingly, about material wealth and so on, and having climbed up the corporate ladder. She said it included her, it included me. But now looking versus inner sense of security and what the inner of us is like, and this sort of battle, and where some people may be struggling still to change. Looking at major truths, major disclosures, and we'll feel it before and after July, August. So hard to sleep, maybe even for some people. And also moving towards community, sharing, making contributions. And she talked about how we do serve others. Do we serve others? Have we shifted to serve others? About the shift in the value system in the world, and to stay in peace, because this really is a crucial time. There's so much change, there's so much people having to adapt to new systems, new values. Use meditation if you can, use breath work. We use in our my de-stress program, which I've created, something called dragon breath, nostril breathing, relaxation techniques for the body, meditation, we use crystals, we use essential oils, we use chakra knowledge, we use some mini altars to raise the vibration. We start working with intuition, and as the new human develops, if you like, with the new earth, and our DNA changes, most probably, very likely, then we need new ways of working. We need to be in a sort of heart-based world. So focus on that heart and the love for ourselves and for others. There's a lot more I've got in De-Stress You, including chakra, sort of chakra work, both a basic version of it and a more advanced version, and also some lovely affirmations which are simple. I am getting that really done as soon as I possibly can. I can still teach it if anyone wanted to be taught that, and I'll schedule something in September. So I was just going to summarize. I actually today had a big change, and I felt like I needed to get into nature. I need to get away. I'm probably going to sort something out quite soon for July and August. So actually, I don't think I'm going to be there for the next wheel of the year. As I said, I would in London, so apologies, but I'm going to probably do something in nature myself and be away a little bit. But I will be back sometime in August and be there. Okay, well, very good luck with this supermoon. I'm going to do a small ritual later, the drawing down of the moon, and hope that really assists in keeping me balanced. Certainly felt some of the emotions coming in quite strongly, because this supermoon is big. It's going to be amazing to see, I think. I just hope we have got clouds here in Britain quite a lot, so I hope it's clear. Anyway, hope that helps, and stay in touch, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.